So for today's look, I'm going to be making some glow-in-the-dark Frenchies, blue for one hand and green for the other with some butterflies. And before I start, don't drag me for the angle that I recorded in. Like I said, sometimes I be having issues on my recording stand and I just have to do what I have to do. But I captured the most important parts so y'all can still kind of see my method and how I achieve this look. And I will be talking through the duration of this video, not all parts, but I will be dropping some information. So just make sure that you are listening. Now, we all know that Frenchies are a love and hate type of situation. And The way that I distinguish the method that I'm going to choose is if I don't have the color that the client wants in polish and they want something that's glow in the dark, then I have no choice but to sculpt it with acrylic. Now, if I do have the colors in polish, then I'm just going to hand paint it instead. And sometimes the sculpting does take longer because you have to sculpt the nude and then shape it, then put on the tip color and then encapsulate it. But hand painting takes long as well because you have to literally just paint it out. Sometimes it depends. I've gotten quicker with it, but sometimes the painting process can take just as long as the sculpting process. It depends if you're good at it or not. I'm not a pro, so sometimes I be good, sometimes I don't. Whichever one y'all like, just let me know. But sculpting today with acrylic was quicker, and painting probably would have taken longer because these nails are longer. I'm better at sculpting when the nails are shorter. I'm better at hand painting when the nails are shorter, and I'm better at sculpting when the nails are longer. Never mind, I take that back. Hand painted will always be faster, no matter what. You just got to do too many steps to get the sculpted version perfected. So hand painted over everything. For the glow-in-the-dark acrylics that I have, I made these. I literally just went to Amazon, bought some glow-in-the-dark glow powder, mixed it with clear acrylic only, with me a secret clear acrylic, and that's it. I've tried mixing it with pigments before just to get it to my liking, but if you mix it with pigments or like the what is it called, the little pastel colors to make your own acrylic, it's going to come out patchy and splotchy, and it's going to look all speckled and ugly. I don't like that look at all. I'd rather it just be glow in the dark and glow in the dark only. So if you want it to look perfect and you don't want to have any patches, just in case you're making it on your own, do it, mix it with clear and clear only in the glow in the dark powder. If not, just go ahead and buy some off of Amazon or wherever you buy your supplies from. But I'm really into making my own things. Like any acrylic that has color to it that you see in any of my videos will always be handmade. The only thing that I do buy that's already been made is the Mia Secret Clear, the Mia Secret White, and the Mia Secret Cover Pink. Other than that, every single last other color is, I've made all of those. So if you look at my application here, you see me, there's still like a little bit of space. There's a clear line of demarcation, or whatever you want to call it. There's a clear line between the nude and the glow in the dark. And I put it that way because at the end, you still have to cap it. Now, her in particular, she already had traveled an hour to come see me. And on top of that, she was late and she had to go all the way back, drive an hour back home. So I kept it like that because I planned on capping on top of that. So you want to put the colors thin because you still have to remember that you still have to put the clear acrylic on top. Now, since she came late, we had to rush. And since she had to leave early to be back on her side of town before the sun went down because she traveled an hour, I did not get to cap these nails, unfortunately. So you'll see how I still pull it together and fix it, even though I did not put the clear acrylic on top. And there's still clearly a line between the nude and the glow. So I ended up filing it down even as much as I possibly could, since we were in a rush and we were not going to have time to encapsulate it. So there's not too much of a gap or like a dip between the nude and the colored glow acrylic, which ended up working for us at the end, even though I didn't finish the entire process because we did not have time to. But she ended up loving it, and luckily these did not break where that space is. They were still fortified and strong enough to last, even without the clear acrylic on top to kind of bind both of the colors together. Just to let y'all know, while I was doing her nails, my cousin had came over and she had put me onto this good ass show called From. And this is only for people that like creepy, scary, or just weird horror shows. It's not really, something that will scare you or leave you up at night unless you just don't watch anything creepy like that. Like on my level of scary, it's not my level of scary, but it's creepy. And it's a show on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it. But it's basically a little town that if anyone comes across it, they get stuck in like an endless loop. Once you get stuck in that town, you cross that tree, you're screwed, you're stuck there, you can't get out. And you only have daylight to be outside and do what you have to do, because by nightfall, you have to be inside of the house. If not, you will get killed by the monsters that are outside. And the monsters that are outside look like regular people, like your loved ones. They can use your voice and whatnot, all of that. So you can't let them in. If they knock on the door, you can't let nobody in. So whoever is stuck outside at nighttime, they just gonna have to thug it out, or they gonna end up dead, because if they do catch you, they'll slit your chest open and I think rip out your throat, and that's that. It's called From, From, on Amazon. I'm not really a good explainer. The show looks way much better and creepier if you actually just look at like the trailer, because I'm probably not making it sound as good, but if y'all like creepy stuff, go watch it. And as y'all know, I used to use the IBD builder gel to adhere all of my rhinestones, but that's not always the price that I like it. Like it's high and it doesn't come with a lot in it. Well, you don't get much for the price that you pay. So I went ahead and switched over to the McCart. I think this is McCart. Yeah, the McCart gel. And that's what I've been using to adhere all of my rhinestones. And this one works just as good. It kind of works the same way. And it's easier application because you have the little tip. So if y'all want to switch over, because the IBD is good because it's build gel. It's supposed to use to make a whole gel. But this is just as good as it, I promise. Nothing has fallen off. At least nobody has told me that their stuff is falling off. And when they do come back for their fill-ins and whatnot, they're still all intact. So go ahead and use that. Just make sure that you top coat it around whatever you put and just really sink it in, and you'll be good to go. And look at that, y'all. These turned out really cute, even though we end up skipping the whole last step, which I'm so glad I could still pull it together. But this is the finished look, both with the regular light and then with the glow. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.